everyone. Welcome to the Cross Corner podcast, where we discuss all things Christopher's. Before we continue, there is a warning. This podcast contains spoilers for both book and show series, so brace yourselves. For today, I'm your host Fautini, and today there are
Hi, it's Nell.
Hey, it's Miley.
Hi, it's Gracie.
Hi, I'm Cassie.
Hi, I'm Anna.
I'm Shar.
lately we did an announcement about our episode 6 where we had a cast member joining us. It was Simon, and I think everyone got pretty excited about that. So tell me, guys, how did you feel and what was the feedback from the fans?
Crazy. Like, oh my God, that was such a great experience. It's just like it's so cool because like we haven't seen much of Simon, just because like he hasn't done like many interviews. So it was so cool getting to like talk to him, hear what he had to say. And as far as like feedback from the fans, I felt so loved. Like everyone was so sweet about it and was like so like encouraging. And yeah, I absolutely love the feedback that we got from people. And I really hope that they enjoyed this episode because we had a lot of fun doing it, I know. So
I was really scared when I got the email. I was like, how is this gonna work? And then I remember texting the group chat being like, I have news. Guess what?
you put us into chaos, like pure chaos for that like hour or so.
No, it was amazing though.
Yeah, and I am really lucky to have hosted that session, and I had so much
And
fun.
did amazingly.
Very true.
It was lovely. Simon was very nice, and I would love to talk to him again. So, yeah.
It happened so fast, everything. I mean, I think we got the email Friday and Monday was already the day of the interview. I don't know, it was a wild day.
It was only supposed to be like 10 to 20 minutes, and he stayed for a whole hour.
I'm sure he would have stayed longer as well. Like we kind of wrapped things up, and but it was so lovely for him to spend that much time with us.
It was a one-of-a-kind experience, especially because Simon and we've messaged before, and it was truly exciting to have him on. And I didn't expect that many people to actually pay attention to it because I put out a tweet and 60,000 people saw it. And that was huge for us. And it was really amazing to have him.
That was crazy.
Very humble and just very down to earth. And we love to have him on again.
I don't know, I'm just really proud of us. Like, we've come this far and it's really exciting. So, moving on. Sato and Bone did a really interesting announcement lately, and I'm talking about season 2. How are we feeling? How are things with us? And what are we expecting?
A lot.
Casting, I hope it's so high.
Nikolai, Wylan.
Wylan.
Oh my God.
Tomar and
Yeah.
Toya.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to see them.
I'm gonna sob. Like when we got the announcement, I think that like we had just been on the call with Simon at like 2 a.m. my time, and then it was like what, like 10 a.m. or whatever they released it. So that was like that morning was just like freaking hectic. But you know, I remember like hearing about it, and I was just like, my very first thought was just, oh my God, I am getting like my favorite fictional character. Like I know this is gonna sound like really stupid, but I just have like such an attachment to Nikolai as a character. Like there's like parts of me I see like parts of him I see in me. And he's like one of those characters that kind of like pushes me to be better in my own life. So it's not like so like stupid and philosophical, like he's a fictional character, but no, like literally he just means so much to me, and the fact that we're getting him like on screen just means so much to me, and to see these other characters coming to life, it's like whoa.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Wylan too. I don't know, I just love this guy.
Wesper.
Oh my
I'm so
God,
excited to
yeah.
see Wesper.
Best ship.
Simon knew. He knew about season
He
two.
had to have. It was literally that, like for us, I know what time zone, it was literally that afternoon it was being released, and he was like, oh well, we'll see. We'll like
His little like shrug.
He did like he did a smile when we asked about future projects. He was like,
He hesitated too. He hesitated when answering. He was like, yeah,
I've not really got anything not going on.
But I really hope he is in season 2. If he isn't, I'm gonna go after Eric. I'm saying
Also,
it.
release the Ivan clip. Really?
Yes,
Yes.
release the Ivan clip.
I'm really excited because he also talked about how was his relationship with Julian. It was a nice song.
His son.
Done.
I love Julian. I can't help it.
Yeah, I want to see
Uh,
I want to see more of the Ivan Fedor relationship. Like it was something that we didn't know we needed, but then when we got it, it's like it put the whole fandom into chaos. And I mean, I absolutely loved it. And I mean, in the interview, Simon told us that like Ivan was like a confirmed LGBTQ character. So like I just want to see that, just more of his character. That's so cool.
I love how casually it was done as well. Like it wasn't made a big deal out of, but it was there and you could like notice it. But I'd love to see more of it.
Yeah, but like all LGBT characters of the show are treated like something completely normal, like it's supposed to be.
Sophia is
I
coming
don't know
in.
how to say.
Oh, is she?
Hello, Sophia.
Hi.
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 Sorry, I'm late.
All good, all good.
Right. What was the question?
Thoughts on season 2?
Thoughts on season 2? Well, I'm really excited that we're getting a season 2. I don't know what to expect from it. I hope that we get the characters that we didn't get in the first season. And
I think Sophia, it was the graduation gift for you. I'm saying this because Sophia recently graduated and we're really proud of her.
yes.
Round of applause.
Thank you guys. Yes. Yeah, I'm really happy that we're getting a season 2 because I mean, even though there were a lot of views on it, we still didn't hear from Netflix for a really long time. So
That was a scary like month and a half or so of just
They've
silence.
been
I'm like,
writing since
yes.
January, so they clearly knew it was going to be big.
Yeah.
They like,
I
they're like,
know.
yeah, do you know what? Just go ahead, start writing season 2
Drop the
when
ball.
before it's even released.
and I'm glad we're getting it.
I definitely love to see more snippets from the crows. And I think adding Wylan to the plot was a really smart decision, especially Nikolai. No, but definitely Wylan and Jesper, I really feel like it would win over the viewers' hearts.
I'm interested to see
Good
how they
question.
include the
Okay,
crows
what
into
is-
it because obviously they need to do like Siege and Storm storyline, a follow on from like the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but then did they jump straight into like the Six of Crows book because it's not the right timings, or did they move the timeline around, or did they kind of create a new storyline for the crows again to kind of fill in that gap? I'm interested to see what they actually do.
I have a question for you guys. We don't know if the heist, I don't know how to say it. Is heist?
Heist,
I
yeah.
think so. Heist. So we don't know if the heist is gonna happen in season 2. So if it doesn't, what do you guys think is going to?
No.
I'm really looking forward to it because there was some confusion over fans. I don't know. I mean, it's really interesting. It will probably be instructive too.
Kind of hope that they bring in the heist. Just because it's like I don't really know what else they're gonna do. I mean, at the same time, it's like I want the heist, but I don't want the heist because, like, I mean, at the end of the first season, we saw Matthias going to like Hellgate, right?
Yeah.
Why is my mind blanking? Oh my god! Because I know he has to stay in there for like a while. He has to stay at Hellgate for a while to kind of brood, I guess, and just kind of let him like sink into that sort of mindset. And just like his hair grew out or whatever. So I think like we need like that kind of time. So I think having the second season be the the ice coat heist. I don't think it's gonna fit in like well, just because it's like, okay, what about Matthias's time in Hellgate? Like, where are you gonna go with that kind of deal?
I did record a scene with Bowie Ubier, but it was cut from the season 1.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The heist will most likely happen around season 3 or 4.
But
Yeah,
I
I
saw a
guess so.
TikTok theory and it said that it's kind of end on getting Matthias out of Hellgate, and that would then lead on to the heist being set up for season 3. And
That'd be so
also,
good.
how do you know how at the end of obviously the first season, Nina kind of got hinted at that she was going to join the Crows. And obviously we don't see her with the Crows yet, but it's alluded to that she's going to. They kind of said that maybe Wylan isn't going to be in the whole series, and it's kind of towards the end that it's then hinted that he's then going to join for season 3. rather than him being like a main person within the whole series, and kind of almost add a new crow on each end of the season, if that makes
Yeah.
I
sense.
can see that.
Yeah,
Because
I
obviously
think-
the timings would add up then as well, because you don't meet Wyland until later on.
Yeah, because like I don't mind if they screw up the timeline at this point, because like we get to see the crows. I mean, I would love like a crows spinoff so we can see more of their story.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's like if people are gonna be mad about the timeline, I'm like, this is an adaptation of the books. It's not supposed to be timeline by timeline, quote by quote, like character action by character action, so they can have fun with it. So I honestly would not mind if they went with that and kind of mess up the timelines a little bit. I would not be too mad.
Do you guys think that since they mixed Saturn Ball with Six of Crows, they will probably mix Season Storm? They will probably mix Season Storm with Crooked Kingdom?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, great. Because I'm expecting
technically
my
season
brothers-
1 was new
Mm.
story though. Season
Yeah,
1 wasn't
season one
Six
was
of
for the
Crows book.
prequel. It's a prequel to what happened in Six of Crows.
You haven't see, you'd know this if you've read them for.
Damn!
You need to get on it.
I've got a show stand in here.
I think for the next season, it would probably, if they were to do it like following some timeline of like the books. So season 1 would have been the Crows prequel. So season 2 would then be the Six of Crows book. Season 3 would be Crooked Kingdom. If they're doing
Yeah.
it that way, we don't know. We're not in the writers' room. We should be. Kidding, but maybe not.
my god.
But yeah.
It's
We should be in
cleaner.
the casting room.
We should have a cameo, just saying.
Please.
Yes, we should. I think that, like, going back to the heist, I think that should be set up at the end of the season, and like maybe they're told about what they need to do at the end of the season, and then the third season is when they actually are like going to Hellgate, getting Matthias, and getting all that set up. So maybe like part of Six of Crows will be in season 2, and then part of it will be in season 3.
Ooh, that
Yeah, that
or like
definitely
it
makes
goes off
sense.
into like that or the Crow spinoff happens, because so much happens in Ruin and Rising that I can't really see like that the Ice Court happening
know
at the same
that's-
time as Ruin and Rising.
Yeah.
So they took season 3 of Shadow and Bone and made it Ruin and Rising, but then the Crows had a spin-off that was from the end of like the next season with them hearing about the Ice Court heist, them getting Matthias out, and
Mhm.
then they get the spin-off that goes into the Six of Crows book and Crooked Kingdom.
Because it's
Yeah.
two such big plots happening at the same time if they try to do those simultaneously. Can't speak. So
Yeah.
like to have them like to make it work well, I feel like would be quite hard to have them going along at the same time.
It's like what they did with the Vampire Diaries. Isn't it like, I don't know, I haven't seen it. I tried to watch it, couldn't, but isn't that what they did? Like they had a whole spin-off for like the originals and all that, because too much was
Yeah,
happening.
I think it's original and legacies then.
Yeah.
I'm
and
not sure.
people
Yeah, I
like
think
fans
so.
of the show have even said that the originals is better than the original show.
Oh
So,
yeah, my parents says that too.
so
Yes.
if we were to get a spin-off, I think that would be really successful, because I mean, people really like the Six of Crows duology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Six of Crows is better
Yeah.
than the trilogy. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, and they really got a fitting cast. Like Freddie and Amida and Keith, they're really, really fitting for the characters, so they did a great job.
Amida is literally how I envisioned Inej. She's perfect for it.
Same.
That is
And
spitting
Cat-
image of her.
Keith has the same MBTI type as Jesper.
They're just the same. The way he acts, I mean, even Simon said this. That they're like the personalities are just like in interviews. You can literally be like, that's just Jasper.
The mannerisms are just like the exact same. Like Kit is exactly how I pictured Jesper in the books. I just this kind of like swagger guy, like hella cool and like totally like cocky and all that.
Yeah.
I loved it. Kit did such a beautiful job.
And like, did you see the oh, what was it? He made like a fake dating profile for Jasper the other day.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, that is
Yeah.
literally just like perfect.
It is.
Nikolai is ENTP, if anyone is a ENTP personality type.
I'm not. I think Wylan is
I saw the same one as Wyland.
INF. Wait, What is your MBT?
I don't know. Hang on, I just know I've got the same one as him.
I am INFJ.
The
Wait,
same as Luna
ISFJ?
Lovegood as well.
I am an
I am
INFJ.
Wait, Futini, what are you?
INFJ. Yeah, same Gracie. Same as Wylan.
Yeah, INFJ. Oh my god,
We all
twinsies.
have the same personality
thought it
type
was-
as Wylan.
I'm an INFP, and
I'm an
have-
ISFJ, so no.
I'm INFP.
Yeah, so Gracie, you and I both have Luna Lovegood and
Wylan.
Wylan.
I think I have any. I don't think. Well, I might have some shadow bonus I haven't looked into. I have the same as Steve Rogers.
That is not much of a flex.
No, but
Wait,
Steve
you
Rogers
have the same as
pre-endgame.
Satan,
Pre-endgame
okay?
Steve Rogers.
Anyways, the wrap of season 1 and the announcement of season 2 means that we are probably getting bloopers or behind the scenes. So, what content would you like to see from the cast, and which fun photos or videos or anything generally from behind the scenes would you like to be part of, or I don't know, get checked up on?
Have you been on Twitter lately? We got the blooper reel like 2 weeks ago?
And we
Yeah,
got
we've
to
got it
watch
right.
Futini, did you not know about this?
Yeah, I do know about it. I'm just talking more. Like,
Yeah,
we
there's
need
more.
more.
Oh, the Freddy Banana video. That's all I
Yes.
want.
Yeah.
I need that in my
Banana
life.
video.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you,
Yes.
Miley.
Ben
That's
was
all I
so
want,
mean for
that's it.
dropping that and then just never sharing the video.
If we ever
Release the
get Ben
banana
on this
video.
podcast, that's a question we were asking him.
Where's the banana video?
Show us right now.
Slams
Like
hand
now.
down.
They must have so many videos and like photos of them like from like when they were on set and stuff. And I'd love to see them. Like, I bet there's some great ones that they just haven't shared.
I hope they don't run out though, because season 2 is coming out on 2023. So they're gonna run out because there's
That's
literally
a scary
That's
thought.
a long time. I'm hoping 2022.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
because,
they've already
like-
finished writing, so I'm hoping it'll
yeah.
might
Well,
go a
then
bit
it's
quicker.
because actors are going back to filming now on sets, and COVID restrictions are easily lifting now since we're heading like towards July. So I think they're already going to be back on soon set eventually.
And I mean, like, it isn't like, depending on the show, like, I mean, some things take longer to film than others, but I mean, like, some, it's like, what, like a year? Because, like, a lot, like, year-round shows, it's like they're filming while they're, like, uploading it. So, I mean, it is definitely, like plausible and all that for them to get this, like, done in, like, the next year
I
or so.
guess they filmed for 4 months, maybe 5. 6 months.
Yeah, half a
okay.
year.
They got it done so fast. I remember it was just like the casting announcement, and then
Mm-hmm.
bam, like they're done filming. Shows coming out next year, all that. I was like, what?
Yeah, but then COVID came.
Yeah.
The next year became the next year.
True, yeah.
It was supposed to come out 2020.
I think that they will probably start announcing, like promoting 5 or 4 months. I don't know.
Yeah, I think going back to the question, yeah, we kind of went on a tangent. So the question was like what, like behind the scenes things that we want to see, like more so of. I think another thing is I remember some of the cast was talking about how like they'd be behind the scenes just like playing a piano or like singing and stuff like that. I want to see more of that because that is
Oh
like
yeah,
so
there's like
cute.
videos of Kate.
And like wasn't it said like Ben was singing? Oh, what was it? I'm forgetting the name of the song, but he kept singing some song. I remember that they were talking about in one interview.
I know the one you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm having like
I can't
brain
remember it.
fog.
It's gonna really annoy me.
No, but jumping on my question, I think that it would be nice if Julian gave us something more, because lately he's the main source of behind the scenes, and he's really sweet. So
I really want to hear Ben sing. What's that song? It was Living. What is that song? I just want to hear, because I can hear his voice when that song goes. He goes, oh, living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer. That's literally the name of the song.
Oh, well.
What's it called? The one that goes like, I'm in the deep end, watch as I dive in. That one. What's it
Oh,
called?
the
Yes,
Star is
That
Born
was the
song.
one.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
it called? I forgot.
Oh, what's
It
it
was
called?
Shallow. Yeah, I think it's called Shallow.
Yeah, Shallow,
Yeah,
Shallow.
that's it.
Shallow.
It's from A Star Is Born.
Cassie, you got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie.
So the first question is from my friend in real life, actually, Marilia. The first one is what are some of our pet peeves?
Oh, I've got a lot.
When people act like they're better than you.
Yes. Oh my god. I can
Um,
second that.
Can I tell a story about this?
Yes.
Do we have time?
Yes.
I was reading a book in my classroom. I think it was my history class, and I was reading The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Shout out to Donna Tartt. And I was reading it, and then this girl comes up to me. I'm not gonna say her name,
Say it.
just in case. No, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm gonna fight her.
You should. And she says to me, like, Sophia, I didn't know you read.
Wow.
Dang.
What?
Okay.
Like you don't seem like the type of person to actually read books.
What does that
That's
mean?
harsh.
What is that supposed to mean?
And she thinks she's like the best person in the world, and like, you know, and then like later that day she was like, you're not doing the thing that we were told to do. And I was like, yes, I am. I'm looking something up for the project. It's a very annoying person, and she always has that attitude of, I'm better than you, you're doing everything wrong. And that bothers me. Pet peeve.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't like people like that. I guess mine is like kind of like piggybacking off of that. Just like if people are just rude to be rude, I'm like, I don't really want to deal with you. Like if you're just trying to like be rude to get attention or stuff like that. Oh my god, attention seekers. That is like a huge pet peeve of mine, just because I'm just like, look, I know the world does not revolve around you. Sorry, that sounds mean, but I'm like, it's true. Like, just be considerate of like others and how others are feeling, what like, yeah, just because you don't know what everyone else is going through. So just like being like considerate and all that.
I think that it's good to be confident, but you don't have to be a narcissist.
Yeah. Like when I was younger, I would bring in some Filipino food for lunch, and the kids there would be like, "Oh, what is that?" Like as if I won't throw this food at your face right now. But they were very like I'm sorry you're not familiar with my culture, but this is my food. You don't get to make fun of that. Like I don't know, it's just be considerate of other people's cultures around you, because not everyone is American. Not everyone eats burgers and all that.
Well, actually, I think one of my pet peeves is, well, I have several. So to start off, one, people who are rude to waiters. Okay, waiters deserve the most respect. Okay, like literally, oh my God, not just waiters, but also customer service, because you don't know how many rude people they have to deal with on a daily basis. Two, people who are loud chewers. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Oh my God, yes.
I can't stand that. And three, people who are basically, I guess you can say, disrespectful. And I guess you can say trying to put one down in order to gain above the other. Because I don't think that works fairly. I would just say that's my pet peeves.
I agree.
I think my biggest one is people either cutting me up when they walk in front of me or walking slowly.
Oh,
I sit there behind them
I
like
hate that.
shaking with anger, like I'm gonna kick you.
I agree.
it's so bad in high school because like when you have like a big campus, like my high school has a huge campus, and like I had like when I was taking Spanish was on one side of the campus, and then I would have choir 6th period that was on the other side of the campus. So I'd have to book it. I have 5 minutes to book it and get to my class. And when there's just these like slow people just like chit-chatting away, I am like, I'd have to contain myself to not come off as like rude and like scream at them like, get out of the way, I'm going to be late to my class. Cause like, and like the funny thing is like my friends and I, like we all agree on that, because like when we talk and walk, we go fast. Like we're not going to be late to this class, we are going to book it. So yeah, I totally feel you on that one.
Onto people's backpacks when we walk. I get trampled, so
Oh,
not great.
That used to be me as well. Don't worry. Be the short
Another
ones.
Another thing to add on to that is when people all walk in like a straight line in a group of like 4 or something, and you can't go around them.
I know.
Like they're taking up the
Yeah.
whole street, and there's no way around, and they're not moving. Even though
Sometimes people really need to, take their time, like elderly or pregnant ladies or children. But when they're teenagers, just chit-chatting, they're they're making me so annoyed. Like I can't focus on anything else. They're really so frustrating.
you're not the main character, you don't need to walk in a straight line with your friends.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's just like when people like super inconsiderate. Because I mean, like that's kind of what like all of these like pet peeves of ours like stemming from is just inconsiderate people. Like it's not that hard to be nice. Just please do it.
Mine
all I
is
ask.
probably more of a personal one, but it's like when people find out my age, like before, like some people don't know I'm like 14, they treat me like I'm older than I am, which, I'm fine with that. But once they find out I'm 14, they start to treat me like I'm a 5-year-old.
You're so mature for your age, though. Like when I first met you, I genuinely didn't think you were 14 because you were compared to most 14s I know and know of people from when I was that age. Like they're just so childish, and you're really not.
Thank God, but like some people just start treating me like I'm 5 years old. They're like, you can't handle this.
Nell, I really feel you. I literally had to leave a group chat because there was a single person treating me like a child, and it really made me uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm really sorry that's happening.
We should fight them.
So the next question is also from my friend Marilia, and they are asking, what's the one thing that made us cry?
Chapter
Made us-
40.
The one thing that made me cry, the one. There was
Yeah,
a
way
whole
more than
freaking
one.
list.
Wait, on the show?
On the show or just in general?
on the show.
Oh, right, okay. I did series. I was like chapter 40. But the whole of Crooked Kingdom made me cry. I know that's not the question, but the whole of Crooked Kingdom, I was just like sobbing from like the second half onwards.
On the show? Probably seeing Kaz just like you could see the tiny hints of his phobia. Like every time someone would be near him or touch him, he'd just be like, no, absolutely not. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I see. I don't know. There's a lot of things that made me cry.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, I
I
think
don't know if
it
I
took me
actually I cried everything, but I don't know if I actually cried at it.
I think I did find the one thing that I did cry at. Yeah, no, it took me like a solid minute to figure it out. Mikkel and Dubrov's deaths. Those.
Oh.
I did not cry in the books when it happened because we didn't really know those characters. But like I got so attached to them in this show. Like I'm like, I want to give you two a hug. You two are the like this like two little like sweet boys who I just want to like protect. Because I knew what was gonna happen because I'd read the books. So their deaths, that like I usually whenever I rewatch the show, I usually skip that scene because it's just like I can't. It hurts so much. And like Ochi's acting like is just oh my god.
When he starts crying over the body.
Oh my god, that hurt so much. So yeah, if I had to pick a scene that made me like cry in that show, it'd be that scene, definitely.
Yeah, their deaths hit hard in the thing. I wasn't so bothered in the books, but like you felt like you got to know them in this show.
So I didn't cry, but I think rather got emotional when Kaz and Inej met for the first time. That's when it's like, oh my god, this is actually real. This is happening. So I think that was a really special moment.
Little tears.
Wait, I got one where Kaz was like saying that like when Inej was like, then what do you believe? If you don't believe in saints, then what do you believe in? And he goes, my crows, I was like, yeah, that was emotional.
I you guys, but I didn't really cry. But on the scene where Ben says, make me your villain, as in the Darkling, I really felt it. Like I got goosebumps.
The Darkling was crying a lot.
Yeah,
You see that in every scene, he had tears in his eyes.
One thing that made me really emotional was when Matthias got like caught, and he just like the look of betrayal on his face from Nina, and like because it wasn't her, but he thought it was. And it was all very like,
That hurt so much. Like, just his eyes.
Mhm.
But like you could see, like he was just so sad, and Nina, like she was so apologetic. I'm just like, stop, my heart cannot take
Yeah.
this.
he looked so betrayed.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's
Knowing their
also
like storyline
like
in the future, it's just
Yeah, knowing how their story ends, I think like throughout the whole season, when every time I saw them, I just think of how their story ended.
Actually, I do have a question in mind.
Yeah.
If you could take out one scene from Shadow and Bone, the TV show, which scene would it be?
the meadow
And
scene,
don't say
the repeat of
Meadow
the meadow
scene.
scene.
I'm actually with you on that. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
besides the meadow scene.
You
We
know
don't
what?
Besides the meadow scene. Oh.
Oh no, okay. The medicine was shown 9 times in the
Exactly.
whole
9 times.
And they cut that scene where Alina and Doglim were riding across on them horses. I was going to say bikes. They weren't on bikes. They were on horses. And Alina's like this. And and they cut that out. And then they cut the scene that Simon was on about, where it talked about Ivan's backstory.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's a scene that I would want to cut. Like, you know, I mean, the show was like so beautifully done. Like, there's nothing I can think of being cut because there's all except for the meadow scene. Like, yeah, I mean, like really, the only scenes I'd want cut is like the meadow scenes, or just not having as many of those scenes. Because I mean, like, I get the importance of it because it explains like the Mal and like Alina's childhood, which if you haven't read the books, yeah, that's important. We just didn't need so
It's
many of
boring.
them.
Yeah, we could have had so many more scenes put in, like Ivan scene,
I wanted
and
that. That'd be
Yes.
so
and
cool.
many more that like you can see Lena's, dare I say, attachment to the Darkling.
I love that
One more
he's
time.
trying to be nice about the meadow scene, but it was really not that pleasant.
It was ugly. I mean, not ugly, but like
It was.
It's boring.
Like they could have done what they did
Boring,
with the
boring.
Darkling, because I mean, like they gave the Darkling that one kind of like scene of just like a backstory, so they could have done that and just wrapped it up in one little scene.
Do you mean the Caspian hair backstory thingy?
Yes, that one, the Caspian hair.
it's like,
You're not wrong though.
look, I'm Caspian now.
I got it
No,
going too. For those of you guys listening, yeah, no, I have my hair pulled back up in a half updo, and a bunch of other people are doing it too.
Okay, so I have one last question.
Mhm.
So now that the COVID pandemic is finally going away, are we hoping of not virtual meet and greets and actually meeting the cast for real?
I am in January. Hopefully, if
you?
Empire
I'm so
can.
jealous of you.
So far, I have Kaz and Amita. Kaz?
Has
Freddie and Amita.
Freddie does not exist.
Freddie is just so much like Kaz that they've merged into the same person. So I'm meeting
Same-
Freddie and Amita.
I'll meet you there. I'll go.
Yeah, I'll swim.
Yeah.
Ditch school.
Okay,
We'll swim
we've already
too.
planned the trip to Paris.
I'll walk.
Oh yeah.
So you can all come.
I'll walk to Paris.
We can all take some
I'm in.
like submarine.
I really want to go.
You know, I would love to meet the cast like in person. That would be like so cool, because there's just something about the in person, like meeting like an actor in person, that is just like you can't get when you meet them through a screen. Like, even though I do get that, like when you do get to meet them on these like Zoom meet and greets, like you do get to talk to them more. But I don't know, there's just something about the in person that just hits so different, and it's just like such like a cool experience. And like you get to say you were
Right
right
be
next
like,
to
oh
them.
my
Like,
god, they are in front of me.
you get to say that you have hugged this actor, and that there was just something about that that just hits so different.
An actual autograph. That's
It's so
really
weird. Like when I met Sebastian Stan, to be like, this is actually a real person. Like I almost couldn't like obviously when
Yes.
you're like being a fan of the celebrity, in my head anyway, it's not like I can't quite make the connection that they're a real person. So like
No,
then
I
go
totally
and meet
felt
them, I'm
that.
like, wow, you
Hopefully
like
they
actually
go.
exist.
Hopefully they go to San Diego Comic-Con. That's like
Please.
that's the
Can
biggest
we all go?
Comic-Con, I think. So if they go, I'll definitely.
Meet
Yeah,
up at
Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic Con.
I'm so down. I
Yeah,
will do
that's,
it.
that's what I was thinking, because
I will fly over.
Yeah, we're gonna go. So if we go, we'll meet.
I think if I had to pick an actor to meet, like I want to meet Ben Bones so badly in person. That man is amazing. So yeah, if I was to waste my money on a meet and greet, it'd be for Ben Bones.
Yeah, I'm waiting
And
for him to be
Republic-
released for the Empire one. I'm hoping he does, because he's done all the other ones
be-
like for them. he's done a few conventions with them before, and he's done that virtual one. So I'm hoping he might do the Paris one. I'll give him all my love for you if I do.
Yeah, please do. You're so lucky.
I can make something for him and give him, be like, this is off Breach the Besties, Crow's Corner podcast.
Photoshop us in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Okay, but picture this scenario. Imagine running into the cast or like one of the actors on a random day, because Ben and Callahan literally live about like 20 minutes away from me, and I still have yet to run into them. Like, I'm wondering.
Shaw, I am going to move into your
God.
house with you.
What the hell? I'm on my
When
way.
I go to Hungary to watch them film and just turn up at the set, hang around, like, it just might happen to bump into them.
Oh, who are you? I don't know who you are. Get my
I didn't
YN.
expect you to be here.
Aren't you
That's
that
how
one
I
guy?
experience.
The bin
Bin
bonds?
buns.
No, every once in a while I'll just remember, like, wow, I live on the same earth as these people. And
Okay,
for
but,
a
like,
lot of them it's the
same?
same state. And I'm like, wait, I live in the
Charlotte's
same state as these
city.
people. I know, that is like crazy to me.
At least like once a day, I'm like, wait, I live in the same state as Ben Bones.
Mhm.
I could bump into him. That's literally what goes through my
Me and
brain.
Cassie
even
are
if he
like in the
lives,
same country as most of the cast.
You're
True.
You could
So-
bump into my favorite actor.
Can we all meet up at San Diego Comic Con? Because I'm
Yes.
definitely going.
Yes.
I'm
I'd
already
love to go to that.
I'm for sure going to Comic Con.
Who is going to buy my tickets? I am.
Marvel casts are going to San Diego Comic Con.
They always go, like every single year, like always.
Yeah, because it's the biggest Comic-Con. Like, I was like,
Shadow and Bone
I'd
will
love to
definitely
go.
go. Shadow and Bone is getting as big as Harry Potter. Yes, it's true. They are.
Bet.
Think about it.
We'll make it
Like,
happen. We'll make it happen.
in 10 years or 10 to 20 years, people will like be like, oh, I wish I could have been alive in the same era.
Oh, kids.
Yeah. Oh my God. First of all, I was there. I was there. I met them.
Podcast dedicated to them.
We had Simon Seals come on.
Yeah, we spoke to them. We had direct messages.
They tweeted us.
That'd be fine.
Finally, will be like, Ben Barnes actually liked my tweet. So you
I
better
have
go.
evidence.
Ben knows.
Here's
we-
the physical proof.
Oh my God, I forgot.
It's on my
Ben
wall.
knows we exist. Like our group chat exists.
3 notices.
3.
Mind
Insane.
blown.
And that is all for today. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cross Corner, Instagram at The Cross Corner, and check us on YouTube too. Till the next time, love you all so much. Have a great night, a great morning, or anything. Bye. No mourners.
no,
No
funerals.
funerals.
Funerals.